Good day, everyone. Our lesson for today is all about the principles of mathematics in Philippine education. There are roles of mathematics in Philippine education. These roles are not disjoint from one another or more often than not, are intertwined and complement one another. For the significant role it plays in our lives as Filipinos, mathematics is indeed worthy of the focus and attention it receives in our curriculum. It is our hope that through this framework, we can help educators enrich their students' lives as they give them the gift of a high quality mathematics education. Any important document must be grounded in fundamental ideas that are deemed acceptable by the people concerned. The following non-negotiable principles represents these fundamental ideas put together by the developers of the framework. In an effort to establish balanced views about mathematics curriculum as a basic education level, these principles offer a way of establishing a basic understanding of the standard espoused by this document. So we have the different principles of the basic education in the Philippines. The number one principle is being mathematically competent means more than having the ability to compute and perform algorithms and mathematical procedures. So, what does it mean? A mathematically competent student does not only know how to compute and perform algorithms, but is also able to pose or to give and solve mathematical problems and apply mathematical skills and reasoning in other subjects and everyday experiences. The student is able to see patterns in diverse phenomena and connect mathematics to other learning by understanding the interrelationships of mathematical ideas and the uses of math in other areas. A mathematically competent student is able to read mathematics and communicate it with clarity and coherence, both orally and in writing. With mathematics, a student is capable of expressing ideas in very organized ways. The student is likewise able to organize information in structure that are useful and comprehensible. So Principle 1 talk about hindi lamang sa pagiging magaling sa pagko-compute at pagpe-perform ng algorithm, dapat maging competent ang mga bata. Ang isa sa mga principle nila ay gusto nila marunong din mag-post at mag-solve. Pag sabing post, magbigay ng example at mag-solve ng mga mathematical problems at ma-apply ang skill nito at ang reasoning skill nila sa kanilang everyday experiences. Principle number 2. The physical and social dimensions of a mathematical environment contribute to one's success in learning mathematics. Students need a learning environment that is safe, clean, and allows plenty of movements and exploration. An ideal mathematical environment is one that is well equipped with tools for learning mathematics and spacious enough for students to move around and interact. Not only in the physical aspect of mathematical learning environment important, but the social climate is the classroom as well. Students have difficulty learning mathematics in an unfriendly and undemocratic classroom. The social aspect of an environment contributes to a deeper learning of mathematics. It has been stated that mathematics is a means of communication. To whom would students communicate ideas if not to their classmates or teachers? However, if the classroom as managed by the teacher is hostile, cold, and worse, does not practice democratic ideas, then students would have difficulty engaging in collaborative mathematics and communicating mathematical ideas. Means that enables students to deepen their understanding of mathematics. So ano naman ito? So for this one, nagko-contribute daw sa success ng isang tao yung classroom. So kung napapansin nyo sa mga elementary classroom, ang dami nilang design. Ang daming, like for instance, for kinder, meron silang mga materials na kung saan pwede silang maglaro. Okay? So, that is one part or portion na kung saan magiging sinasabi dito na magiging successful ang bata sa pagkatuto ng math kung ang room niya ay accurate doon sa kanyang edad at the same time doon sa kanyang pinag-aaralan. Lastly, kailangan maging comfortable din ang mga bata sa room. And for principle number 3, mathematics is best learned when students are actively engaged. What does it mean? Mathematics is not a spectator sport. Students must be engaged in the learning activities planned by the teacher for them to learn mathematics. If hindi na-engage ang bata sa mga activities, then hindi siya matututo ng math. Mathematical ideas should be explored in ways that stimulate curiosity, create appreciation and enjoyment of mathematics, and develop critical and analytical thinking and depth of understanding. Therefore, students cannot expect to learn by simply watching their teachers solve problems on the board. In fact, students must bear the responsibility of being actively engaged in order to maximize their learning potential. They ought to join in discussion, ask questions, argue and reason out so that they see the many different aspects of mathematics that they are studying. Likewise, even while their mathematics teacher works out sample problems in class, students too must do the problem themselves because doing so help them learn and remember the skills and process. Hindi lang yung nanonood lang sila. Kailangan nagsosolve din sila. At the same time, pinakamagandang technique para matuto or matutunan ang mathematics is that kapag nag-solve ang teacher sa board, you try to solve the example on your notebook or a piece of paper and then try to compare your answer to what is to the answer of your teacher on the board. From that, you will learn kung saan ka nagkamali, kung saan ka mag-a-adjust at kung tama ba yung ginawa mong process. Principle 4. A deep understanding of mathematics requires a variety of tools for learning. What does it mean? Following from Principle 3, mathematical tools allow students to be actively engaged in learning mathematics and deepen their mathematical understanding. These tools include manipulative and hands-on materials. Ito yung mga nahahawakang materials that can be effectively for developing, clarifying, and applying mathematical concepts. This material should be carefully integrated into the instructional process. Technology offers a variety of tools that must be used judiciously. The use of technology should be driven by the needs of the students as learners of mathematics and should be used when it aids the learning process. Kung hindi naman kailangan ng technology, you don't need to use it. But if it is needed, kailangan mo siyang gamitin. It should not be regarded as a substitute for students' understanding of quantitative concept and relationship. Always remember that teacher is the best instrument for the students to learn mathematics. Caution is needed to ensure that there is no loss of proficiency in basic computations and techniques that will impede later mastery of mathematics. When properly used, tools such as measuring instruments, scientific and graphing calculators, and computers with appropriate software can contribute to a rich learning environment. For example, calculators should be used with caution. Elementary students should be able to perform basic arithmetic operation independent of calculator use. Hindi pwedeng nakadepende lang lagi sa calculator. Kailangan ma-develop nila yung basic operation or yung pagsasolve ng basic arithmetic. Well-crafted indigenous and alternative materials thoroughly researched and tested could likewise be effectively used to aid students in learning mathematics, which is very true naman talaga. Kung ang bata, ang material na ginagamit niya ay yung nakikita niya sa environment niya, mas maiintindihan ng bata at ma-appreciate niya yung mathematics. Principle 5. Assessment in mathematics must be valued for the sake of knowing what and how students learn or fail to learn mathematics. So what does it mean? Assessment is an essential component of mathematics learning. We use assessment to measure if the students learn, if your strategy is effective or not. Whether the assessment is carried out by teachers or external groups and during or all throughout the learning period or at the end of it, results are useful to both teachers and students. It is through assessment, formal or informal man yan, formal, the students know how much mathematics they have learned and how much more they need to know. Assessment tools must be varied in order to understand the different dimensions of students' learning. While exams and quizzes have a place in measuring skills, knowledge development, and acquisition, many aspects of mathematical learning could be more effectively measured by other means. Principle 6. Students' attitudes and beliefs about mathematics affect their learning. So, naniniwala ba kayo doon na yung attitude mo at yung paniniwala mo sa mathematics, sinabi dati ng mga magulang mo, math, mahirap yan. So, ang nagiging notion natin or belief, mahirap ang math. So let's see. Like with any type of learning, students have to maintain wholesome attitudes and positive beliefs about mathematics. Students should develop the attitude that engage in mathematics is essential and the perseverance, persistence, reflection, self-assessment, and self-confidence are frequently key to success. So meron tayong key to success pagdating sa math. Perseverance, tiyaga, persistence, reflection, self-assessment, self-confidence. Students can learn from each other. Cooperative work develops a spirit of camaraderie, teamwork, and common purpose. Working with other students exposes students to multiple ways of solving and working with mathematics. For our last principle, principle number 7, mathematics learning needs the support of both parents and other community groups. Teams studies have shown that parental and home support contributes to student success in learning mathematics. Kung may support ang parents at kung may support sa bahay, magiging successful ang bata pagdating sa math. Families should project positive attitudes and beliefs towards mathematics and the learning of it. Community support for mathematics learning is also a valuable. It is true the community that students could see how mathematics is alive and utilized, particularly in a day-to-day activities such as making purchases. Communities could provide useful resources and other means for students to enhance their learning. To enhance students' understanding of application of mathematics, schools rely on local communities for fieldwork and site visits. These activities expose students to the realities of everyday mathematics at work. So that's all about for the principles of mathematics in Philippine education. With that, thank you very much for your listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more updates.